Join today the Easy Way Wall of Fame family and gain access to A-list celebrities and other business owners and entrepreneurs to be a resource and connect with, to grow your business, launch your book, or whatever other business opportunities that you need. Why not join today? It's absolutely free. Go to www.easywaywalloffame.com. Again, go to www.easywaywalloffame.com. Welcome to Kiva's Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. I hope that by the end of our show, you're left feeling empowered, motivated, and connected to tackle another day. So come on in the room and make yourself comfortable. Grab your favorite drink and enjoy the ride, for you are home at last, finally at Kiva's Place.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now.
Hello, and welcome to Kiva's Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. Yes, we're so excited to have y'all here today. We have a great show today. I'm super excited about my guest. So y'all come on in the house. Let's get started. This is going to be so much fun. So let me introduce you to my guest. Well, let me introduce you guys. Let me tell you who I am, first of all, for those who don't know me. My name is Coach Kiva Lernice Murdoch, and I am a certified life and business coach. I also have several other businesses. I own a natural hair care company called K Lernice Naturals, and we have a natural and wellness boutique out of Camden, South Carolina. And we also have a coaching firm where we coach small business owners, entrepreneurs, to be able to prepare their businesses forward by just putting in strategies, coaching them through various difficult decisions, connecting them with various resources to be able to propel their businesses forward. And lastly, we have our new show and podcast that just went international. Yay! So we're so excited about that. So my guest today is we are going to be talking about coaching and certification coaching today. And I have just the woman for the job. Her name is Yolanda Roary, and she's a certified life and relationship coach. She is the founder of Total Grace Consulting, LLC. She co-designed with organizations, assisting them with authentic engagement of community members, and has contracts in several states. She's a very busy woman. She's a wife. She's a mother of 3, and she is a woman of God who exemplifies unwavering faith. She is just that. So after our brief video introduction, we will have no other than the Miss Yolanda Roary. So stay tuned.
Hi, I am Yolanda Roary, founder of Total Grace Consulting and Grace Coaching Academy. As a consultant, I partner and co-design with organizations and institutions endeavoring to engage people with lived experience of inequities. As the founder of Grace Coaching Academy, I assist individuals in becoming a certified life coach.
So welcome, Miss Yolanda. How are you, girl?
I am good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Blessed. Thank you for accepting our invitation. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. So let's dive in. Let's just jump right in.
Okay.
So I know that you have an extensive medical background. You were in the medical field for almost 20 years, was it?
Yes.
So
yes.
Tell my audience a little bit about your background, a little bit about you, and what it is that you do.
Okay. All right. So I started out as a medical assistant in 2000. And so being in the medical field ended up going from doing medical assisting to medical case management to being a community navigator. And it's like my wings just spread when I became a community navigator. From there, I was a part of a scale initiative and I traveled all across the United States as a community champion. Engaging all those organizations that were a part of the Institute for Healthcare Improvement and sharing my lived experience. That's what a community champion is, to have lived experience. And from that, I became a community champion steward. And now I am a community champion advocate as a coach. Right now, I'm partnering and I have contracts with the Rhode Island Department of Health, We in the World, the WIN Network, and as well as Built for Zero and NWPF. So my medical assistant has so many branches on the tree, I will call it. And I've truly been blessed in my consulting. And I was also blessed to begin certifying life coaches as the founder of Grace Coaching Academy as well. So medical assisting started me out one way, and I have branched into a total complete different genre of work, but still helping people. My heartfelt desire has always been to help others. And although I'm not doing it in a clinical setting, I'm no longer giving shots, I'm no longer drawing blood and doing all of that. I'm no longer doing case management, but I'm helping now organizations see from a different lens and a different perspective, so that when they reach out to help others in the community and help their community members, they can see it from the lens of those they're trying to help, and not from a perspective of already privilege or a perspective of those that are already not lacking. So they see it now from those that are lacking. Now, I give an example of, and I like to use this example, if you're going to reach out to a homeless population and you want to advertise what you're doing for them, you're not going to spend $5,000 and advertise on a billboard. Homeless people, they're not walking around looking up at billboards. You want to advertise in a park. You want to advertise on benches at a bus stop. That's where homeless people are. And then you want to actually connect with them. You want to go out and find someone that already has a relationship with them that they trust, so that they can get that communication going with them, get that trust going with them, and in turn co-design with them, because they know the system, they know the inequities, they know the barriers, they've lived it, and they can tell you what works and what doesn't work. So that's the joy that I get out of doing my job.
I love that. I love that. And you know what? It's so important for when you are attempting to reach a specific audience, number one, that you really understand how to engage with them,
Yes.
what it is that they need, because sometimes we get so caught up on just making that next sale, right?
Yes.
Where's my next check coming from, right?
Definitely.
Until we miss the mark sometimes, especially as businesses. And that's why, I've just started on this, where I feel like coaches need coaches too, right? Because
Definitely.
sometimes we need that individual to hold us accountable, and they can see things that we can't see, and vice versa.
Yes, coaches in the physical aspect as well as the business aspect. In the physical, I always say you're born with your gift. Let's say you're a soccer player, a football player, basketball player, and you're born with the gift, but when you get on that team, that coach perfects that gift in you. That coach gives you direction, it gives that accountability, it gives that sternness if you need it, that kick if you need it. And that's the same in us. You're a coach, I'm a coach. We need that coach, that mentor beside us saying, hey, you're missing the mark here, or hey, try this, or hey, let me push you to this place because you're getting kind of stagnant or you're getting kind of lazy and comfortable here, but there is more in you and I see more in you. And that's what a coach does. Every coach needs a coach.
That's beautiful. I had to hire a coach not too long ago. Like, girl, come in. I need you to look into just a couple of things with me, because I feel like something just is not connecting. And you will feel, because we are coaches, that we have all of the answers, but that's not true all the time.
Not at all. If you got all the answers, you don't need anybody.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's one. I love it. I love it. So what made you want to become a coach? I know you said that you started out as a medical assistant, which I completely relate. I am also in the medical field. I'm a licensed physical therapist assistant. When I'm still on my 9 to 5 while I'm working all of these jobs, I'm still there.
Yes.
But it takes special people to work in a healthcare setting.
Yes, it
So how did you transition from working as a medical assistant into coaching, even though it's kind of goes hand in hand because you're still helping people? But what's your story behind why you became a coach?
It's that, number one, it's the servant's heart. Because just as being a medical assistant and you're working the patients up for the doctor, or you're preparing them for some type of surgical procedure, getting ready to draw their blood, getting ready to give them an injection, whatever it is that you're doing, you're serving them. And you want to set, and I'm a firm believer, you should serve everyone with grace and dignity. Always. Because grace was bestowed unto you at some point in your life. And when you get beyond that, then you can't help yourself and no one else. So again, my heart has always been to serve. So I can't say that it was hard for me to get into coaching. My actual mentor right now and coach right now, her name is Shemeka Ebony, and I look up to her just in so many ways. She came to me a total of 4 times asking me to be a community champion steward with her, which is another name for a coach for community champions. And 3 times I told her no. And this is what she said to me that made me change my mind. She said, I am the mirror in front of you, reflecting the greatness that you don't see in yourself.
Wow. Say it again for the people in the back.
Yes. Yes. When she said that, she said, I'm the mirror in front of you, reflecting the greatness you don't see in yourself. That was a God moment. That was so God, so appointed, just so God in so many ways. And when she said that, I was like, okay, God, I hear you now, loud and clear. I'm caving in, I'm giving in. I won't be stubborn anymore. And it was because there was a little bit of fear in me, because I wasn't up on the language and, their routines of the way they did things. I was in a room full of lawyers and doctors and all of these people in high scale academia. And it was little old me, a medical assistant, in the room. And I didn't feel like I was enough. But when she said that to me, I tapped into God and I was like, okay, God, if someone else sees this in me, you showed it to them in me. So where is it? What do you have for me to do? Where do you want me to go? Because my plan was to get a master's degree in social work. But God still has me helping people, not as a social worker, but as a coach and as a consultant. And those that really are less fortunate, those that need an advocate, I'm their advocate as a coach and a consultant with these organizations. And even in Grace Coaching Academy, I teach my students in their curriculum, you are a servant first. If you can't serve, then it's no need in you being a coach. People come to you because they need you. So push yourself back, your agenda back, everything that you want, push it all back and serve them and give them all of you. And when you give them all of you, they'll give you all of themselves. And in turn, you will see that person's life change right in front of you.
I love that. I love that. And I can definitely attest to that because I am a product of Total Grace Academy, which we will talk about a little bit later on in the show. But I am definitely a product of Yolanda's Academy. And what she said is so true. She really hones in on a servant's heart. And it's so important that you are not in the field or the industry of coaching for any other reasons but to serve, because otherwise you're not going to love it, and it's going to come across when you're speaking with your clients, and just basically everything's going to go down. So you have to have a servant's heart to do a job like this. And I must say, my sister, you do it very well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And remaining humble as a servant. Everything that you see, it may not look good. It may not feel good, but you never know who is in that room sitting beside you. So it's best for you to sit there, glean it all, and let it work out for your good. And learn how to zip it sometimes, because everything that you're seeing and that you're going through, it is to better you if you look for the good in it all, because there is good in everything, no matter how bad it looks or feel in the moment.
And that is so true, because, and think about it like this too. I mean, life itself, sometimes it deals us very difficult hands, but it's your perspective in what you're going through at that moment. Either you can learn from it, like you said, and rise above, or you can allow certain situations to take you under. So I love that. And you also said you have to be, in so many words, you have to be in a place to where you can accept constructive criticism.
Oh, yes.
So how difficult is that as far as when you're dealing with, clients that have come to you and they're not too open, or have you had that experience? Let me ask that question.
Yes.
And if so, how do you deal with that?
Yes, I've had that experience on a organizational level, working with the organizational leader, and as well as one of my clients, my individual coaching clients. And you have to, and I'll go back to Shemeka, who I mentioned earlier, that's my mentor. I remember her telling me, yes, you see the kitchen needs to be cleaned up, but you can't just go in and bomb the kitchen all at one time. You do piece by piece. And with that, it comes wisdom. It comes patience, and it comes from having knowledge and an understanding that you don't know it all. You need to learn, and you can learn, and you take what other people say and do and let it be a lesson to you in the midst of it. And I'll give an example of an organization. They had this great initiative, and they were wondering why it started out good and it just stopped all of a sudden. Nothing was working. And so I asked, who is the face that you have in the community, that those that you're trying to reach, what's the face of the organization that they trust? Because enough organizations are already out there. We call it 2, 4, and with. You're telling the community members, you're talking to them, you're telling them what you're going to do for them, but you have yet to tell them what you're going to do with them. They have a voice and they want to feel like they're a part. And so when I said that, what I said, when I asked the question about the community member, that face of trust and that face that the community members could reach, the answer was, well, we have such and such, and, they've been doing it for years and they have a great relationship. And I said, well, when a person is in crisis, and this was actually a mental health crisis we were talking about. When a person is in a mental health crisis, that person with that badge is a threat to them. And then you also have to have cultural competency to some extent, because the way an African American may handle something in the mental health, when you're talking about mental health conditions and living with them for so many years, and still now in the African American community, we believed and still believe, that we don't have a mental health condition. We're going to pray about it, and it's going to work out and we're just fine. Opposed to, other communities that say, let's go get some help. Let's go take some medication. Let's do what we need to do. So for you to just throw information at someone without being culturally aware and having cultural humility to learn, that is a big engagement landmine. So I just sit back. I don't push the issue. I just sit back and let them say whatever it is they need to say. And then afterwards, if there are those on the call that I already have a connection with and a working relationship with, I get their insight. I call and I question them. How did you feel about this? Did you feel that my technique or my avenue of asking the question was wrong? What could I have done better? Or did I do everything right? And it's just time now for me to sit back and wait.
I love that. I love that. Allowing, and it's so important for people to realize that you have to reach people where they are.
Yes.
You know, you can't give them too much. You can't give them too little. You really have to reach them where they are. I love that. I love that.
Yes. And sometimes they're just not ready to see it from a different lens. So you pull back. And again, you literally meet them where they are. It's more than just words. You meet them where they are. If they're not ready, they're just not ready.
Exactly. We're getting quite a few comments. The board gives say, hi, ladies. Hey. Curtis Ramsey says, hello. Hi, Curtis. Crystal King. All right. Every coach needs a coach. Facts. Yes, a servant's heart. Yes, you have to have a servant's heart. Otherwise, being a coach is the wrong business for you.
Yes.
The board gives it, amen. Serve everyone with grace and dignity. Yes, has to. Thomas Anders says, sunshine always rises from shadows. Definitely. Thank you so much for that, Thomas. Raven Williams, that's so true. Thank you, Raven. Crystal King, that's right. An ear that actually listens. Yes, got to have it. Diana Williams say hello. Hey, Diana. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. If you are enjoying the show, give us some hearts. Engage with us some more. Let us know that you are loving this. I love this. Okay, Yolanda, I get this question all the time. What's the difference in your perspective between a coach and a mentor?
Okay. So for me, your coach is the accountability factor. Your coach is the discipline when you need it. The coach takes the time to stand back when needed and allow you to make that mistake. You know, they see, okay, this is a learning and a teachable moment. So I'm going to pull back, let them make that mistake, and then we'll come back and we're going to reflect on that thing. One of my strategies that I use with my clients is CPR. Catch, pause, release, and replace. So allow them make the mistake. They're going to catch it. They're going to realize, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened to coach. Pause, reflect on it. Think about what you could have done better, what you shouldn't have done. Now, release it, let it go, because you can't get stagnant there. You got to keep moving, but you got to replace it with something. You've got to fill yourself back up. Your cup is now empty because you made the mistake and you released it. But what are you filling yourself back up with? Are you filling yourself back up with positive people? Are you surrounding yourself with positive people? People that are pouring into you that can push you to that next place? Or have you become comfortable with where you are and you're in a place where you don't want to hear anyone else? You know, pressure is applied. Pressure has to be applied for something to be moved, for something to push, you know. So when we get that pressure, when pressure is on us, it's a time for us to push that out of the way, but position ourselves in the way of the next great thing. So as you're pushing the pressure off, you push yourself into the next place of greatness, and what's going to do that for you. So that's what a coach does. A mentor is there. They provide advice. They provide counsel. They're that listening ear. But for me, that coach is that next level for you. That coach is, we're not going to sit here. We're not going to be stagnant here. There is more. I'm not giving up on you. You're not going to give up on yourself. There's accountability here. There's discipline here. There's reflection here. There is oneness here, because you become one with the coach. And I go back to the example I always use on a team. That team becomes a family. And that coach, male or female, is the mom or the dad, you know, of that family. And they give that direction. They give that discipline. They give that love if it's needed. If you're in a season where you just need that listening ear and you need someone to give you encouragement, that's what that coach does. But at the same time, that coach recognizes it's enough of this. It's time for you to push forward.
I love that. And I agree with you 110%. 110%. And you you were talking about your CPR, and so many times I see where when people feel as if they're going through those pressure moments, those pressures, life situations, the human instinct in us is to fall back. It's because we really don't like to feel uncomfortable. Anything that feels uncomfortable to us, we tend to shy away from that, right? So it really takes a special person, that special coach, to be able to say, "No, we're not going to quit. We're going to figure out a way. We're going to re-strategize and do what needs to be done." So I really appreciate that. I agree with that 110%.
Yes.
And when you push through, that's when you get your breakthrough.
Yes.
But you have to go through those tough times. You have to walk through those fires. You have to sit in the uncomfortable sometimes. But when you do that, the reward is always on the other side.
Oh yes, definitely. And I'd like to use the analogy as well. When you a football team, again, that coach, they huddle the team together and they're watching videos of the team that they're going to play. So that coach is preparing you for your future. So we're playing the Falcons next Monday. Let's watch their play. Let's watch their defense. So the coach is saying, okay, this is coming. You better be ready. Let's go ahead and set a strategy and a plan for you to miss this bullet when it comes. They see your future, the part of the future that you don't see, and they're preparing the way for you. They help you prepare the way, because at the end of the day, you're in the driver's seat. The coach is just the navigation system.
I love that. I love that. Because being coached, we can give you the steps, we can give you the strategies, but ultimately it's up to the individual to implement.
That's it.
To put it into action, right? I love it. I love it. We have some comments. They are loving this. Great. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Belinda. Hi, Tina. That is my girl, Tina J. Ramsey. She has an Epic Business group, so you guys definitely look her up. Tina says, yes, I love that. Yes, definitely. Yes, it is. This has been so good. Y'all hold tight. We're going to take a couple of commercial breaks, and we're going to be right back. And we're going to have Miss Yolanda let you guys know how to get in contact with her. So stay tuned. Order your Simply Key Sweets online today at simplykeysweets.square.type.
Join today the Easy Way Wall of Fame family and gain access to A-list celebrities and other business owners and entrepreneurs to be a resource and connect with, to grow your business, launch a book, or whatever other business opportunities that you need. Why not join today? It's absolutely free. Go to www.easywaywalloffame.com. Again, go to www.easywaywalloffame.com.
Are you looking for a natural boutique? Then look no more. Keever's the Natural Choice Boutique and Gift Shop, located in Camden, South Carolina. We have all natural products, ranging from deodorants, natural soaps, natural hair and skincare products, and everything that you need. But wait, there's more. At Keever's, you can also get women apparel, handbags, women's shoes, and jewelry. visit us today at Keever's, the Natural Choice Boutique and Gift Shop. And be sure to follow us at Keever's Boutique and visit us in person at 2639 Suite D, Broad Street, Camden, South Carolina. Or visit our website at www.keeversboutique.com.
I am Yolanda Roary, founder of Total Grace Consulting and Grace Coaching Academy. You are listening to Keever's Place, the Keever Murdoch Show.
And we are back. Thank you guys for staying with us. This has been so good. Let's see. We have another comment. Let's look at these comments right quick. Deborah Gibbs say push through equals breakthrough. That's right. That's right. Yes. She says, this is good. I'm glad you are enjoying it. Tina J. Rand loves Keeper's Place. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support, my sister. I love her to life. Yes. Okay. So I want you to tell me about some of your most rewarding experiences as a coach and some of your challenges you've experienced as a coach.
Okay, definitely. So one of the most rewarding things as a coach is to see your clients, the trajectory of your client's life shift. I actually have a client that weekly sessions. She lives actually in Maryland, and as you know, we're doing everything by Zoom now. So we have our virtual sessions, and I can look back when she first started her coaching sessions with me, and she was just down and out, couldn't figure life out, full of fear, and just stuck. That little girl inside of her was stuck. All the trauma that she experienced, and she couldn't figure out a way to get out and have a fruitful and productive life. And just listening to her now when we have sessions, and she'll say, she'll have everything mapped out, and she'll say, well, I had a trigger, but you know what? When I recognized that was a trigger, I went out and I exercised, or I went up and I, read a self-help book, or I journaled. And just to hear her talk about how she applied the CPR to her life, how she did those trigger assessments, and how when things got rough, she didn't allow her place to sit and she didn't allow anxiety to take over. She stopped what she was doing. She looked at the situation and she recognized, hey, I'm better than this. And this little girl will no longer, rule my life or dictate how I respond to bad situations and circumstances. And just actually her session last week, as I listened to her, because sometimes being a coach, it's not for you to say anything. You just need to listen. And in her session last week, that's what it was. It was just a listening session. And at the end of it, I told her, I wish that I had a joy meter that I could just put up on the screen, because my heart was so full of joy when I looked back at where we started and where she is now, and how now she's charted her path of her life and where she's going to be, and how she's going to apply godly principles to her life to get her to her next place, despite what she experienced. And it brought so much joy to me. So those are my moments of joy, when I can see the trajectory of life's change, and I can see that they put in the work and they want to do better, and they do what it takes to become better. So that's what I love.
And you didn't think you were cut out to be a coach? Sis, like you were born for this. Like, it's so natural, and I can see your passion. I can feel it. Even being one of your students, I mean, I'm just in such awe. You are phenomenal, Queen. You are phenomenal.
Thank you. I tell you, it's nobody but God. Nobody but God. Before I start a session, and at the end of every session, I pray with my clients, because it's not me that has the answers. It's not me that has the strategies. It's not me that has the tools. God gives them to me, and I give them to his people.
I love that. And I love the fact that you are leading with faith.
Yes.
You are leading with your spirituality first and foremost,
Yes.
because sometimes we tend to quench the spirit, instead of tapping into it or relying on it fully. relying on God to lead you and guide you and direct you and give you what to say.
Yes.
So, we have to get outside of ourselves, especially when we are spiritual based coaches.
Yes.
You have to get outside of yourself and truly allow God and just, embellish in his reverence so that you can fully be able to serve your clients.
Definitely. Yes.
I love that. All right, so let's see. Tell them a little bit about your coaching academy.
Okay. All right. So Grace Coaching Academy, God put it in my spirit to start a coaching academy. And again, I'll tell you, Kiva, that fear creeped in and I was like, is you God, you sure? And it's like, I couldn't sleep. It's like I would get up out of my sleep and start writing down things. And I was like, okay, I have just got to go forth and do what I've got to do to bring this academy into fruition. And with God's help, I know I can do it. And so I stepped out on faith, and it's a simple, what I did was I went back to when I received my coaching certification, and I saw how it was this great organization, awesome coaching firm, but they give you the information, you take your final certification exam, and at no point was there anyone to say, hey, can I give you a call? Can I send you a text message? I don't understand this. I need a little bit of clarity here. Even after the certification, it was just, you got the certification and you're on your own. And I said, God, I can't do that to people. I said, Grace Coaching Academy needs to be an academy that offers a certification that can meet the 18-year-old just as well as the 80-year-old if they want to be a life coach. And so I provide that one-on-one, even though it's virtual and it's self-paced, I provide that one-on-one assistance. My students can call me, text me, or email me at any time if they have a question or if they're stuck. And if they need me to do that one-on-one, we'll hop on Zoom and I'll go through that module step by step with them to ensure that they understand it, that they feel confident in it, because for me, I believe that confidence is not a feeling, it's a position. And I want my students to be positioned in confidence, because when you get your clients can feel whether or not you're confident in what you're doing. And if you're not confident and you don't have that understanding of the modules of the training, then that same lack of confidence is going to show when you have that client in front of you. And I don't want to set any of my students up for failure. And I thought about COVID and everything that's going on with COVID. And I said, I'm not going to make this ridiculously priced. So I asked God to give me a price point. I set them up on payment plans if that's what they need. And if something happens, just give me a call. Hey, I understand. Life happens to everybody. And because I don't want the blessing without the blesser. And if I can't help people along the way, then what good am I to them? What good am I to myself? What good am I to God? And what good am I to my students?
I love that. So your academy is relatively new, correct?
It is. It started in September of 2020. Yes.
And listen, and I don't know if you all were on here initially when I played her introduction with her wall of certified coaches. So you were less than 6 months old?
Yes.
And she has a wall already of certified coaches. So God is like truly pouring into your blessing, your vision, and your business. So I'm glad that you were obedient, because through you, I was able to get my certification as a certified life and business coach. So I thank you. And like she said, she's so accessible. Yes. If you have a question, you can reach out to her. The modules are easy to follow. She gives you videos. I mean, you really took a lot of the anxiety out of getting your certified life coaching certificate. At least you did for me.
Thank you. That was my goal, to make it easy, to not stress people out. There's enough stress in the world by itself, and for someone that's reaching towards a goal or wanting to do something to better themselves, what can I do to make it easier for them? What can I do to make that road a little less bumpy for them?
I love it. I just love you to life. Deborah says, yes, she is phenomenal. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
A beautiful, beautiful soul. Donna Young said, yes, this is a great conversation. Thanks, lady. Thank you, Donna, for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kimla Burton says, so glad I was able to catch this. Deborah says, love it. I'm glad you guys are loving it. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, we're going to take one more quick break. And when we come back, Miss Yolanda Roary is going to drop her information. And I want you guys to contact her if you are a inspiring life coach and you just need someplace to go, someplace that is spirit-based, someplace that is informational, someplace where you know that if you get stuck at any point, you can just pick up the phone and say, hey, sis, I'm stuck. Can you help me? Can you walk me through this?
Yes.
If that's the place you are looking for, then stay tuned because we got some information for you. So hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, I am Yolanda Roary, founder of Total Grace Consulting and Grace Coaching Academy. As a consultant, I partner and co-design with organizations and institutions endeavoring to engage people with lived experience of inequities. As the founder of Grace Coaching Academy, I assist individuals in becoming a certified life coach. I am Yolanda Roary, founder of Total Grace Consulting and Grace Coaching Academy. You are listening to Keever's Place, the Keever Murdoch Show.
Are you struggling with hair growth and no matter what you do, your hair just won't grow? Then I introduce to you the K-Learnings Naturals Hair Growth Serum. This growth serum is a proprietary blend of natural oils and essential oils and has proven results to jumpstart your hair growth process in as little as 30 days. Pair this hair growth serum with our Renew and Restore healing oil and is guaranteed to treat any conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, ringworms, and more. Visit our website today for these great products and all of our natural hair care line at www.klernisnaturals.com. Again, that's www.klernisnaturals.com.
Okay, we are back. We are back. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We greatly appreciate it. Yolanda, we have a few more comments. So let's jump into those, and then I want you to drop your information.
Okay.
I think we pulled up hers already. Thank you, Deborah. Steve Rutherford says, proud of you, Kiva. Thank you, Steve. I greatly appreciate it. And I think we may be caught up. Let's see. Okay, wonderful. So let them know how they can get in contact with you.
Okay. Before I let them know how they can get in contact with me, I just want to say thank you to you again and to toot your horn a little bit. Kiva is a coach that she graduated, she got her certification, and Kiva just blew up. It's like she had a plan, she was determined, and the next thing I knew, Kiva was next level. So I say you are an example of what a coach can do. And thank you so much for being that example for so many others. Thank you.
And it's so funny. Thank you for saying that, first of all. But I mean, it's really so funny, guys. I really don't see me being anything extraordinary than anybody else. You know, the only thing about me is I can't sit still. So, and when God drops something in my spirit, you know, and my thing is I'm so impatient too. But I mean, when he say move, I'm like, okay, God, now you're gonna have to show me what to do because I don't mind doing it, but you're gonna have to show me. And if he shows me and he lays out the plan for me, I'm just crazy enough to follow it and believe it and just ride it out, child. So
There you go.
I will ride it out.
There you go. If he tells you to do it, he gonna make a way for you to get through it.
Exactly.
Yes,
And not only that, he will put people in your path.
Come on.
He will give you the resources that you need. He will get you connected with people that can help you to be able to get where God wants you to be. Like when God make a plan, it is already planned out. We just got to trust him and just walk in it. So that's basically what I'm doing.
We take God out of a little box and allow him to be the big God that he is, and he will show us. Yes.
Don't make me pass the collection plate now. Because y'all know I'm a preacher too.
We got to take him out of a box.
What? Girl, yes. Yes, I love it. I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes. Okay.
But let them know how they can get in contact with you.
I definitely will. So if you are interested in becoming a certified life coach, you can reach out to me. You can go to my website at totalgraceconsulting.org and just click the contact us tab and send me an email, or you can email me directly at admin@totalgraceconsulting.org. Or if you want to talk to me, you can give me a call at 803-216-5161, and you can text that number as well. If you are looking for a life coach, you can go to my website and click on my certified coaches. One of those may fit you. Or if you would like to speak with me about coaching services, you can speak with me as well. And like I said, everything is on the website. Again, totalgraceconsulting.org. The email address is admin@totalgraceconsulting.org, or give us a call at 803-216-5161.
Great. And you're on social media as well, correct?
Yeah, so
how can they connect?
You can reach me at Grace Coaching Academy or Total Grace Consulting, or my personal Facebook page is Yolanda Roary.
Love it. Love it. And I hope you guys can really feel her expertise as well as her passion through the monitor. She is phenomenal. So definitely reach out to her. She will not steer you wrong. Okay, well, we have come to the end of our show. But this has been so good.
Yes,
thank you, Yolanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I greatly appreciate you hopping on. Listen, y'all, definitely reach out to her. Again, you can contact her at 803-216-5161, or go to her website at totalgraceconsulting.org. Hang out backstage.
Okay.
All right. Did y'all find this good? This was so good. I greatly appreciate you guys hopping in on this. All right, so next week, I want to let you know about our show next week. Next week, we will have another guest by the name of Pastor Gerard Lewis. He has a book, so we will be diving into his book on next week. So definitely tune in next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you happen to miss the show, you can watch it on demand at Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and all of the major podcast platforms. I see a couple of comments. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. See, the board gift said, yes, it was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Curtis Ramsey said, awesome. Yes. Thank you so much. Donna, yes, I have to go watch the replay to see it all. Please do. Thank you so much. And if you watch the replay, do me a huge favor and just put #replay in the comments, just so I can know that, basically for tracking purposes. So definitely do that for us. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to be a guest on our show, let me tell you how you can do that. reach out to us. You can go to tinyurl.com/Keevers Place Booking. Again, that's tiny.url/Keevers Place Booking. If you want to be a guest on our show, we still have some dates available. We have some in March as well as April, and I may open up May and June, just depending on the feedback that I get. You can also help support us to keep us on the air so that we can keep bringing great guests to you, self-care education, wonderful tips. So if you would like to support us, you can do that at least 3 ways. You can do it multiple different ways, but at least 3 ways. You can go to our booking site at tinyurl.com/Keevers Place Booking, and you can click on membership and choose one of those membership options to support us. It's as little as 99 cents per month, $4.99 per month, or $9.99 per month. If you choose the option for $9.99 per month, here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to offer you advertisement monthly free, or you can use that sponsorship and come on the show to either promote your business, promote your book, whatever you have going on at that time. So that's how I want to say thank you to you. You support me, I support you, we support each other, everybody wins, right? So definitely do that. I want to say a special thank you to Eric Zuley, the founder of Easy Way Broadcasting. Because of Eric Zuley and Easy Way Network, we are able to be placed in 60 million homes worldwide. Did y'all hear me? 60 million homes worldwide. So we are so appreciative of Eric and the Easy Way family. Definitely join the Easy Way family. If you have not done so, you can go to www.easyway.wall-of-fame. Again, www.easyway.wall-of-fame. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. Okay, I'm going to check for comments before we go. Don't want to miss anybody. Okay, looks like we're good. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us again at Keevers Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely stay tuned for next week, again, where our guest will be the Pastor Gerard Lewis. And listen, his book is powerful, powerful. I promise you, you do not want to miss it. So definitely be here, same place, same day, same time at Keevers Place. Till next week, y'all have a good one. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for joining us at Keevers Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. Join us every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Keevers Place and book your appointment with us to be a guest on our show. You can go to tinyurl.com/Keevers Place Booking, and you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and YouTube at Keevers Place.
Thank you for watching Keevers Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. Tune in every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Keevers Place. To be a guest on our show, text the word guest to 803-368-3030 or visit us at tinyurl.com/Keevers Place Book. And watch us on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire as we're broadcasting in more than 60 million homes worldwide.